Hello guys, in this video we are going to continue with the local privilege escalation, but this one is going to be, I believe, the last video for the local privilege escalation, because if I keep going I can come out with like 40 40 videos on privilege escalation, so it is a lot that you can do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you what I do after I get privilege escalation and what other tools, and also I'm going to provide you with other tools and basically with a cheat sheet of what to look for in privilege escalation, because it is a lot that you could do. And for this privilege escalation we are going to be using the Print Spoofer, and this Print Spoofer is a relatively new way to spoof or get system from SE Impersonate. And if you guys don't know what SE Impersonate, it's basically privilege that lets you impersonate a user. And in this case, we are going to try to impersonate the system. And the way that you can see if you have this SE Impersonate is by you can either run JAWS, which I already ran, and I'm going to show you what we found. You can run JAWS, you can run WinPeace, you can run Power Up, and you are going to be able to find it if you have it. And also manually, another way that you can find it, here's JAWS. I already ran JAWS. Is that if you do who am I? Let's go ahead and do it from here. Who am I? Priv. You can see that privilege that you have. So as you can see over here, we have the SE Impersonate privilege, and it is enabled. So as soon as you see this SE Impersonate, and you can see that you're able to impersonate a client after authentication. As soon as you get that, you're going to be able to use either the juice potato or juicy potato exploit, the ROG WinRM, the sweet potato, or even the raw potato. But in this case, I'm going to show you a relatively new privilege escalation, which is the Print Spoofer. And like I said, the way that this happened is that since you have the SE Impersonate, you are going to be able to request a token to impersonate somebody. You're not able to create a token, but you are going to request a token, and that's going to let you do a NTLM authentication against this Windows device, which is going to be executed as system. And like I said, you can use juicy potato, ROG WinRM, I think it is, sweet potato, and Print Spoofer, and also juicy potato. But the one that I want to do is the Print Spoofer, which is relatively new and it's really easy to do. So all you have to do is you want to go ahead and download it. Now you can download it from here, Print Spoofer, the executable, either 32-bit or 64-bit. I already have mine in the AD folder, and you can see it in here, Print Spoofer. You can see that I also have ROG WinRM, but we're not going to be doing that. You can do that yourself if you want to try it. We are going to be using Print Spoofer because it is a lot easier than anything else. It is a lot easier than ROG WinRM, juicy potato, raw potato, sweet potato, all the potatoes. So we are going to be using just Print Spoofer. So for Print Spoofer, what you need to do is first you need to go to the directory where Print Spoofer is. Since my Print Spoofer is in here, that's where I am, in the AD folder. Also, let's go ahead and open the JAWS enumeration and see if we found the SE Impersonate. It did not find the SE Impersonate. That's kind of weird. So if JAWS doesn't find it, or if you can also run Power Up, or you can run what else can you run? You can run Power Up or WinPeace. In other case, because whenever I run something and I cannot find anything, I always run WinPeace or Power Up and see if the other tools can come up with something. But in this case, it looks like JAWS did not catch, for some reason, it did not catch that the SE Impersonate is enabled. So I'm going to show you how easy it is to get system, because if you have this enabled in your as a user, and my user is, I'm going to show you right now, who am I? Student. Who am I? Groups. You can see that I'm not an admin or anything like that. You can see here I'm not an admin or anything like that. I'm just a regular user, right? So what we're going to be doing is we are going to run the print spoofer. So print spoofer that exe, and we are going to do a D1 and then -C cmd, and there you go, voila. So it opened a cmd, and you can see that it opened as an administrator. It was able to request a token and authenticate with that token as entity authority system. And who is entity authority system? It is part of the built-in administrator, which is really crazy if you think about it. So what we could do I'm sorry, after we do this, we can just like we did before, let's see that I'm still not part of the built-in administrators. We can go to edit local, or go to the users. So you can see right here, you can see the groups administrators. You can see that I'm not part of the administrator. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add myself to the administrators group. So the way they do that, net local group and administrators, and I want to add student 1, add, complete it. Let's see if I am now part of that, since I guess I closed it. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Groups, administrators, and there I am. And now I am a administrator. So I own this this Windows device. I am the admin now. I can do whatever I want to it. So that's how basically you do it. And then after that, since now I am admin, what I do after I get local admin, what I like to do is I like to disable the firewall. I also like to, so I disable the firewalls and disable the real-time monitoring, and also disable the antivirus. So since I am now an admin, what I could do is I can just go ahead and close that because I don't need it. I can close this because I don't need it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to run PowerShell as an admin. And since I am now an admin, there we go. Where am I? Groups. It should show in here that I'm part of the administrators. There we go. Built-in administrators. Great. So we can go ahead and clear. So the first thing that I like to do is that I want to go ahead and disable real-time monitoring, so I can run all my tools without getting any hits. And then I like to disable the antivirus. And the other one that I like to do is to disable the firewall. And there we go. And since I am an admin, I can do all of that. And if you want to verify that, you can just go to the firewall, and the firewall, you can see that it's off. Windows firewall is off. Windows firewall is off. The antivirus or Windows Defender, you can see that I was also able to turn it off because I am now an admin. And now I'm going to be able to run any tool I want without getting any hints, you know, getting blocked, or you know, or a flag or anything like that. Because if you get flagged and that's send an email to whoever is monitoring the system, then they're going to know that this system was compromised, and they are just going to shut it off and take it off Active Directory. And you don't want that. You want to be as hidden as possible, and that's why I always do that. I disable the firewalls, so whenever we gain access to like another server, what I like to do first is try to get local admin access, and then I disable the firewall, and then from there I try to jump to another one until I'm able to compromise every single one of those servers. Okay, So that is great. And let's see what else I have. I think this is it. So in the video description or in the notes, I'm going to be adding all these notes, so you can do it yourself. All the steps that I did, you can go ahead and do it yourself, and just even if you want copy and paste, you can do that. And this is it for this video.